Hey guys, how's it going? Dexstar here with another lesson from dexstar.net. So today we're going to learn another chord. This one's going to be the D chord. In the last lesson we learned the A chord. We're going on to the D now, which is very similar to the A. It's just a different shape. And that's what chords are all about. It's making shapes on the guitar and then trying to strum them down here. And we use these names, A's and D's. These are just the names given to the chords. So if you're communicating with other musicians, like I am to you, you can be talking about the same shapes just here. So, and it works, you know, if you're playing along with someone that's playing the piano, you can say, oh, play an A chord, and they will, on the piano, make an A shape. And that's the way that they will learn as well, but we communicate using the same letters. So, and that's how it works. So this next chord just here is going to be the D. So you can see we've got, again, 3 fingers, so the same as the A chord, 3 fingers, but we're in a different place. And I'm going to break down where we're putting these fingers. So, again, we can see we've got a thicker string here. Our first finger for the first note isn't going to be on the thicker string. It's not going to be on the next one or the next one. It's going to be on this next one just here. So counting down using the names of the strings, we've got E, A, D, G. So it's on the G string just here. And that's where we're pressing that first finger down. And again, try picking it. Move your finger around. If it's a bit buzzy at the minute, try and just move that finger around. Try pressing on a little bit harder. And you should find that note just there. And again, the further you are this way in the fret, the better the sound. If you're over there, you'll see we get a buzzy note. As I move my finger, you get a better sound. And also watch that you're not using that squidgy bit of the finger just there. That's a bit too kind of flabby, and that's going to give you a buzzy note. So you want to use the top bit of your finger, which is a little bit harder just there, and you can feel it. It's a little bit tougher. You can feel a bit of bone under there. That's going to hold the note down better. And if your fingers are getting sore, that's natural. If they get really sore, give them a rest, but it's good to kind of just push them a little bit because that's going to make your skin a little bit harder. So we've got our first finger just there, and that's playing the D. So again, counting down, make sure you're on the right string. And we're in the 2nd fret, and again, these are the frets. That would be the 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and so on. We're in the 2nd fret, 1st fret, 2nd fret. And then we're going to take our next finger, our middle finger, and that is going to go on the thinnest string. So if I take my first finger off for now, it's going to go on the thinnest string down here, our E. So we've got E, A, D, G, B, E. A couple of different ways you can remember that. But it's going to be on our thinnest string down here, playing the 2nd fret again. So again, 1st fret into the 2nd fret, thinnest string just there. And try and get both of those on together. So the first finger, again, it was counting from the thickest. It's 1, 2, 3, that 4th string there. And then this one is on the thinnest string, just there, both in the 2nd fret. So they're either side of that string in the middle. So we're not playing this middle string there, so either side of there. And that's those 2 strings just there. And then we're going to play a 3rd finger in the 3rd fret. So you can see it's not like the A chord where we're squashed up. It's in the 3rd fret just here. And we're on that string in between. So if we're counting from the thinnest string, you've got your thinnest string, and then it's that 2nd string there from the thinnest. And that is the last note of our D chord just there. Now, again, might be quite fiddly to fit these in, but stick with it. If it feels awkward for now, same with anything in life, the more time you put into it, you're going to get better at it. So you get more of what you focus on. If you want to get good at the guitar, you focus on the guitar. You try spending some time on the guitar. If you want to get good at cooking, spend time cooking, which is why I'm not very good at cooking, because I've not spent much time on it. So it's, as my wife reminds me. So you got your first finger there, 2nd finger down here, and 3rd finger is just coming over there and playing that note just there. And then this chord's quite interesting because we're not playing these thickest 2 strings here. We're not playing those at all. It's going to start from this note down here, which, if you remember the names of the strings, E, A, D, we start from our D string. That's the note that gives this chord its name. So you've got D and then some notes that sound good with it. And we'll go into the theory of that another time. So it's a D note and then the last 4. So it's a 4-string chord. And again, take your pick nice and loose. You don't want to be holding it tight. You get that quite choppy sound. You can see it's just moving very lightly in my fingers. And that gives us our D chord just there. And try and play down and up to get used to that sound. So, and that's the D chord, just there. If you already know the A chord, try and mix it in with that. So you've got the A, which is where our fingers were up here. And again, we learned it a couple of different ways. You strum the 5 strings for the A chord. And then move to your D chord. Try and get that shape. And strum down. And that'll give you the D chord just there. Now, it might take some time to move between them, but stick with it. Just trying to move between. And again, it might take you a while. It took me a long time to get this, but do stick with it. because then you've got it for life and you'll always be able to play the guitar. So it's a really worthwhile thing putting your time into. We've got the A and we've got the D adjuster. So have some fun with that. Just for practice now, try playing the A, try playing the D, and switch between them. And that's going to help you to get better at those two chords just there. That's fantastic. Thanks for joining me for another lesson. I'll see you guys for another lesson sometime soon.